Hello, welcome to week 8 of 40-week series to support the parents of toddlers through the second year of cochlear implant if they have received the cochlear implant before the age of 2 years. If you wish to download the whole resource from our website, please click the link given below. So coming to the goals for this particular week, let's start with the auditory goals. The auditory goal for this week for your child is to understand the commands and instructions. Earlier we were talking about auditory memory of nouns, verbs, prepositions. Now we are talking about auditory memory of the whole sentence, the command or the instruction you are giving the child. The child has to listen to it only once and execute the instruction. Remember, the things you are talking about should be only present in front of the child. So we call it closed set. Use the closed set, not the open set. For example, if you are taking your child for brushing the teeth, then you tell your child, put toothpaste on the toothbrush. Find your toothbrush and put paste on it. Put paste on your toothbrush and brush your teeth. So they can be all related commands and instructions because there's a context. The child can understand what you want the child to do. Again, for example, you're sitting before meals for the food. You can say, wash your hands and wipe with the towel. Before you sit to eat, wash your hands. First wash your hands and then sit and eat. So you are again using the closed set. It's related to the context and the experience of the child. Another auditory goals for this week is distance hearing. Now start calling your child from a little distance. So we increase the distance slowly, 3 meter, 6 meter, 9 meter, even from another room. Don't expect the child to understand the language and comprehension and go ahead with conversation from such a long distance. Just distance hearing. See that you call your child and your child knows that you are calling and looks back at you or comes to you. So that is distance hearing. Okay. Coming to receptive language goal. This week again the receptive language goal, like we said right now, is again commands and instructions. The earlier the child starts understanding 3-word sentence, and now he moves on to 4 to 5-word sentence. So you speak at least 5-word sentence when you give the command and instructions, and the child has to follow that. That will increase the auditory memory of the child. For example, peel the chiku. So when you are having a fruit salad, you're cutting the fruit and you say peel the chiku, peel the apple. Now when you're saying that, the child you're using noun and verb, your child has to understand peel means he has to pick up a peeler. So he finds a peeler, peels it, and then cuts it, or he just peels the chiku. The same way you start giving explanations also. Now the child should understand very simple, short and specific explanations or definitions. For example, I would say to the child, do you want me to peel the apple? Some people like to peel the apple because the peel is hard. But some people don't like it that way and they eat like this only. I don't like the peel, so I peel my apple. What about you? So you will see that the child understands whether you want to peel the apple or not to peel and cut it straight away. The third goal for your receptive language is giving about categories, the names of categories. For example, people, food, animals, fruit. You start using this vocabulary. Which fruit you would like to eat today? Rather than saying, would you like to eat chiku? Would you like to eat pomegranate? Which fruit you would like to eat today? You go out and you say, oh, there are a lot of people here. There's a crowd. Stay with me. Don't get lost. There are too many people here. Go to the market and you say, let's go to the market. There are so many shops in the market. Or you can say, let's buy some stationery. You want to do the drawing and painting? I don't have the markers. I'm going out to buy the markers for you, the colored sketch pens for you. So let's buy some stationery. We'll go to the stationery shop. Like this, during conversation, even during the book sharing or the storytelling, you can use lot of category names and the new vocabulary will develop. Okay. Coming to expressive language, now expect your child to speak in at least 4 to 5 words. So far, your child was speaking in 3 words. Now you expect at least 5 word sentence. Suppose your child says, more Oreo. You want more Oreo biscuit? So the child says, more Oreo biscuit. You want the more Oreo biscuits? So the child says, I want more Oreo biscuit. So you have extended it from 3 words to 5 words and you are increasing the MLU, that is mean length utterance of the child. Again, your expressive language goal is now requests. The child should be able to use the request language. May I have some chocolate, please? May I have more Oreo biscuit? Rather than saying I want. Or I want more Oreo biscuits. May I? I want to eat chocolate. May I? So the child should be using the word may I and please. These are requests. So we teach the children to be polite and manner and all that social language starts very early. In the story, you can have polar bear. I've got the book for you. Now, why we selected this book for this week is we were talking about the verbs see. What did you see? Like, remember we said brown bear, what do you see? Now we are saying what did you hear and what did it say? So this is the book, Polar Bear. You open the book and first you say and then open. Polar bear, what do you hear? And don't turn the page and say, I hear the lion roaring in my ear. After that, you turn the page and then you show the lion. Again, repeat. Polar bear, what did you hear? I hear the lion roaring in my ear. What does the lion say? Lion roars. Then, zebra, what do you hear? What do you hear? What do you hear about the leopard? Zebra, what do you hear? I hear the leopard yelping in my ears. Okay. Then comes the leopard. So like that you continue. Peacock. So you say, then you go back and say, what does the lion say? Lion roars. What does the zebra say? Zebra brays. What does the peacock say? Peacock yelps. So you can use any page the child likes. You can use the whole book or some pages. Coming to the tips now. Use pragmatic language. Your child should be able to use pragmatic language. More, may I, more, please. We call it a magic word. The other day I heard a mother talking to a child and the child said, I want chocolate, I want chocolate. And the mother said, you forgot the magic word. And the child said, please. And she gave the chocolate. So it was so nice to see the conversation between the mother and the child. What is our goal now this week? Okay, next tip I can give you is use category names, of course, people and food. And when you go to the zoo, use the word animal. When you go to the market, use the word market. When you go anywhere out, you use the word crowd, you use the word people. And also start using new vocabulary. Go from old vocabulary to new vocabulary. For example, you say, the food is very tasty today. And when the child starts saying tasty, he understands, and then he starts saying tasty, you move on to it's delicious. So you're giving a new vocabulary. In the same way you tell a story or something, you say, it's so funny. It makes me laugh. It's so funny. And when the child starts understanding and saying funny, you say, it's hilarious. It makes me laugh. It's hilarious. So you're introducing a new word, hilarious. Like that, go on from old vocabulary to new vocabulary and increase the vocabulary of your child. What other tips I can give you? Yes, that is directions. When you're giving directions, we are talking about the whole week about language, audition, only directions. The directions should be only auditory. Only auditory means, of course, you say we are doing auditory. You're not telling the child to look at you. You're not allowing the child to look at you and do lip reading. You're not pointing. But what happens sometimes, unconsciously, we look at the object we are talking about. So if you're telling your child, be the chiku, you're looking at the chiku. The child will follow your eye gaze and pick up that particular object. So the child does not have to listen and understand. So be aware of it, that you don't even look at the object when you say something. It should be completely auditory. So your child will move on to listening as a habit by this week. Thank you. Please write some comments about the feedback and what exercises or what activities helped you. Again, next week I will see you. Please subscribe to Cochlear India YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you get the notification for the next episode. See you next week. Thank you.